It's another day, the sun is shining. Got to know what's going on around you. Wake up, it's the time to motivate your mind. Come with me, let's make this moment brighter. Wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise. Come on and wake up with the Bahamas and sunrise.
Good morning. Welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise, TGIF to you. I am Philip Simon.
And I am Mark Daniels, filling in for Star on this fantastic Friday.
A fantastic Friday indeed. Mark, you made it back from the big yacht.
Hey, yeah, I didn't really want to come back from Honduras. I was out on a bone fishing boat, enjoying the water. I didn't catch any bonefish because I'm not that good, but it was good to just be outside, get some fresh air, just be reminded of the beauty of our family islands after being on lockdown for so long.
It's different, ain't it? I mean, I'm assuming that was work-related, but it doesn't sound like it was work-related. but it's different. Nature seems to also be enjoying this lockdown time away from human beings.
The break.
The break, right?
The break from the parasites we call humans, right?
Yeah, no doubt about it. But listen, another Friday, we'll be into our second free weekend of no lockdown. And actually, I'm looking forward to it, I mean, last weekend I had nothing to do, right? I had no place to go, but I made it a point to just walk out of my yacht.
Yeah.
Just to feel it.
It's the little things.
It's the little things in life, right?
Yeah, I'll admit I actually don't want to go anywhere.
Okay.
I enjoy the excuse of not having to visit anybody on the weekend.
Yeah.
Except you, Mommy and Daddy.
Well, listen, we are back in the studio. Star, of course, is taking a little bit of a break. She's doing her thing, and of course, we'll check in with her sooner or later.
Yep.
Margaret already came downstairs and pushing this social distancing thing between Mark and I, but you got two big fellas here on set, man. There's only so much social distancing.
It's all right, Phil.
It's all right.
We can share it.
We can make it happen,
Right?
no doubt about it. But listen, we do encourage people to continue to be safe. We're still in the midst of a pandemic, of course, taking all the necessary precautions. Same thing here on Bahamas at Sunrise. We still have our masks, sanitization, all of those different things. So good to see everybody back. Godfrey, good to see him in person. And this morning I actually had to put on clothes and get dressed to come down here, Godfrey. Can you believe that?
There you go.
Can you believe that?
There you go, right?
Can you believe that?
You're
But listen,
spoiled.
I want to say happy birthday to a couple of people. I mean, June seems to be the month of birthdays as well. To my uncle Chips McKinsey, Reggie McKinsey. I don't know what number he turned, but he's getting a little bit older. He had a birthday a couple of days ago.
Remember that number, so
I know, right? Well, remember this one. Samita Ferguson, Samita, getting all the details here. Bahamas at Sunrise has a big birthday today. I won't give you that number. I see Ryan Knowles, Felix. Oh, you might know Felix.
I do.
Morning, Felix. How you
Morning.
doing?
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. And of course, coming up on Sunday, Inga Boleg and David Johnson. That's a lot of shout-outs.
It's a healthy weekend. And is it Father's Day this weekend?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Daddy's Day.
Yeah.
It's our turn.
Finally, right?
I waited all year to do nothing on a Sunday. So get ready.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So happy Father's Day to all of the fathers out there. Happy Father's Day, Philip Simon, Waggy Saunders.
All the daddies in the studio.
Noel Jones.
All the mummies that are serving as daddies. This is your day too, right?
Nah, they already had Mother's Day.
No, but they get a double day. Okay. And then we could, for single fathers, we could do something on Mother's Day too. It's a give and take.
All right, okay, gotcha. All right. But Mark, we've got a good show lined up.
Yes, we do. This morning we're going to be talking with Franklin Wilson. Sir Franklin Wilson about the road to recovery, and the team from Frankie Gone Bananas is here. That sounds like food. Here to talk about curbside service.
Yeah, no doubt about it. We also have Rodney Russell. He's the president of the Arawak Key Vendors Association. Of course, this is the second weekend out and about.
Yep.
We had some things floating around on social media last week. Of course, he did a couple of interviews this week. He's here on Bahamas at Sunrise to talk a little bit more about what has been going on. And the Believe guys, yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, Julian.
Concert.
Yeah.
Concert time.
Julian's doing some new things, man. He's got some Believe wines he's going to be talking about.
Oh, wine. Even better.
Yeah.
Even better.
Yeah. And we have we're going to do a run again of the virtual museum tours.
Oh, that's been exciting.
Yeah.
I've been enjoying it.
Yeah, good. All right.
Oh, we're going to kick it to who? Who's doing the weather this morning?
The man
You?
himself. The
Oh,
man
Brother
himself.
Godfrey. Tell us what's going on in the sky.
Weather at sunrise. Brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Mark. Good morning, Bahamas. Jeff Ross. Look at weather sunrise, that mid-upper level trough that create all the showers and thunderstorms now with central Florida moving towards northeast. But the northwest Bahamas, in particular extreme northwest, will still be impacted by showers and thunderstorms, becoming more stable over the north central and southeastern islands, and even the New Providence area. Some of the showers will move out by late afternoon, making way for high pressure to move into the area, and that will stabilize the conditions over the weekend. In your weather today, a mix of sun and clouds, hot and humid. A few showers may likely thunderstorm mainly across the extreme northwest Bahamas, high temperature 89 degrees Fahrenheit. Tonight, partly cloudy skies with a few nighttime showers or a thunderstorm. You'll go down to 76 degrees Fahrenheit. And some region highs and lows across the Caribbean, Barbados 84 and 80. In Jamaica, 87 and 73. In Trinidad, 85 and 77. And the Turks and Caicos Islands, 88 and 75. Across North America, Atlanta 82-65, in Raleigh 78-67, in Miami 88 and 76, Dallas, Texas 94 and 75, and Toronto, Canada 76 and 65. As we go to the weekend, that system moves out the area, high pressure builds with some Sahara dust that will stabilize the atmosphere, so the weekend looks pretty good with partly sunny skies, but we won't rule out a shower thunderstorm by afternoon, though temperature daytime will be in the upper 80s, at nighttime in the mid to upper 70s. That puts a wrap on your first look at weather sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Godfrey. As we all know, earlier this month, the 12th of June, the Prime Minister reopened outdoor dining. Of course, that meant the restaurants at Arawaki Fish Fry, all of which now must follow the COVID-19 protocols. Here to tell us how that is going in the midst of all the social media that was floating around last weekend, we have back Mr. Rodney Russell, President of the Arawaki Conch Fish, Vegetable and Food Vendors Association. Good morning, sir.
Good morning to you too, and good morning for having the association representative here. Yeah. And we ought to be able to clear up some misconception of the fish fry, and I would seek to do that, sir.
Okay, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Well, so last weekend was the first weekend back for many of the vendors. Of course, with the limitations of outdoor dining only, social distancing being practiced. But how has it been one weekend to it?
First of all, the business owners of Arawaki were putting in the procedures and social distances, tactics and techniques being prepared for this week of opening. They have put in the regulations that the government required, and they were working well with the government and its protocol, and we spend weeks getting our people ready.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for us, in the opening, we had persons next door to the quay that persons believe is a part of the quay,
Okay.
who created problems for the business owners at the fish fry.
All right, you may have to clarify that or elaborate just a little bit on that, because when people
Sure.
think Arawaki, they obviously think that entire strip from the Western Esplanade straight on down almost to Chippy's estate.
It's not the fish fry.
Okay.
The fish fry is the area that law enforcement always impede. Gates across it.
Okay, gotcha.
That area that is east of the fish fry proliferated because of the impediments the government put in place to control the amount of Bahamians that will come to the fish fry. So that area east of the police station proliferated, and it's designed in an ad hoc type of system that did not participate in the COVID-19 solutions for the opening of the fish fry. When the fish fry was open, that area is called the beach. That should have never been open, because the Prime Minister declare beaches in New Providence, Bimini, Eleuthera, and Exuma closed. So when the government said that the fish fry would be open, they assume that's also the fish fry, and that is the area would give us the negative stigma that it is us.
Okay, all right. You know, that's an education for me because I always thought all of that comprised, well, we all just call it Iraqi, but they're not technically a part of your association.
No.
Okay.
I would like to have those Bahamians as a part of our association. Okay. So we would have some rules and regulations, and they would have known about the situation that we were doing. Okay. But somehow they tend to want to be separate and apart, but piggybacking off the hard work and the commitment that the business owners at the fish fry is doing.
Okay. Well, it did, I mean, obviously it did come across as a little bit of a black eye. You know, you have the opening, and then of course social media is just an animal. It's a beast. You know, it happens instantly, and then it just spreads across the world. And it did show a little bit of a negative image there. What has been the conversation with, if any, with government or health officials, or even with the Prime Minister, who would have done a little bit of touring since last weekend?
Well, the Prime Minister came down, he and his entourage, no matter how small it was. He didn't speak to me. He didn't speak to anybody that I know. Okay. He came down, he walked on the south side of the street, looking at the north side, spin around, went back, and continued to walk. Okay. I saw him from a distance. He didn't say anything to me, of course. I didn't reach out, of course. But what is very important to know, and I think my fellow Bahamians ought to know, that we, the business owner, would like for you to come to Fish Fry. Okay. We would like for you to adhere to all the regulations and procedures. And if you do not want to comply, don't come yet. Okay. We still want you to come, but don't come yet. Come when you can do what you used to do, but we still want you to come. Right. But if you do come, help us to help you, so we could help our staff, so they could help their families, and we could please the government, the regulators, that we are more than willing to comply with the wishes of the government, so that all our people can benefit.
And of course, those protocols and those wishes of the government include obviously the face mask. You know, subsequent, you would have also seen where you had the markers with the 6 feet apart. So you had all of you had all of these things prepared. It's just that a particular segment that's not necessarily of your association kind of.
Well, the week before we opened, we had another radio station, one of our the nation's radio station, enter a few of the businesses, and we have shown you in practice what we are prepared to do. All right. We were complying. We want to comply. We have to comply. We are business persons, and we want to be able to facilitate our customers. We want to have our people. We want our people at the fish fry. We have to remember that the fish fry is the last stronghold for the Ebony Bahamian. And what is more important is that we want to help you. We want to help our people. We want to help our fishermen and our farmers sell their product. We want to help the liquor merchant. We want to help our taxi drivers. We want to help the small propane gas man who keeps gas in our stove. We want to be able to say to our people, we want to keep our local economy vibrant. So please, if you're going to come to the fish fry, please adhere to the rules and regulation. And if you don't want to come, if you don't want to wear your mask, don't come. But we still want you to come.
Eventually.
We tell everything you are. But please come.
Has all of the have all of the stalls and the business owners opened up? Have you lost any businesses due to COVID?
Yes, we have lost some of our businesses. For the simple reason is that some of our people carries a large staff. Okay, gotcha. And because of the restrictions we do have in place now, where we must close our establishment at 7 o'clock. Okay. Most Bahamians at 7 o'clock, as the dusk begin to get dark, some of us are like groupers. We like to travel at night. And so that causes a problem for some of us. And then we have to remember, most of our people are still unemployed. So we are frickling, we are trying to serve, we're trying to help. And so on the weekend, like on the day is Friday and a Saturday, and the government has just moved the weekend restrictions. But yet, at 7 o'clock, the fish fry is shut down.
So you can be in for the curfew.
Yes.
Absolutely. Well, listen, thank you so much, Mr. Rodney Russell, President of the Iraqi Conch and Vegetable and Food Vendors Association. Obviously doing your part. Let's do our part. All right?
Thank you.
All right, great. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
Good afternoon. First response. How can I help you?
I've been in an accident on West Bay Street. Can you send someone to help?
Yes, ma'am. A first response team will be there in 15 minutes. Are you hurt?
No, I'm fine, but a bit upset.
We're glad you're not hurt. Please, try to relax. Our team will take care of everything as soon as they arrive.
First Response provides immediate on-site service and support from the scene of an accident through the claims and repair process. And it's free to all Bahamas First insured drivers in New Providence every day for any type of accident. If you drive and want First Response on your side, call 32FIRST or visit bahamasfirst.com for the name of an authorized Bahamas First agent. First Response can't prevent an accident from happening,
But it can certainly ease your mind when it happens.
Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise. They say wine is the answer, no matter the question. And the man behind this trendy new line of Believe wines, as we see on our table, is here with us today to introduce to us his new collection. Of course, I'm talking about none other than musical artist and entrepreneur, Julian Believe. Morning, Julian. Welcome back to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Good morning.
Social distance down, right?
Indeed.
Now, this is a very lovely table this morning. Usually I have coffee in the morning, but this morning I find myself having a little bit of some Believe wine. So tell us, from music to wine, how did you make that leap?
You know, as I travel around the world and, you know, I do a lot of the events, there were always brands affiliated with the events. Right. And after doing Hennessy Artistry a few years ago, I just was like, you know what, it'd be cool if the Bahamas had their own wine, because I don't drink like a lot of wine, but I like a little wine every time, and a living wine has to live with the song.
Yeah.
So I was just like, you know what, let me work on trying to put this whole thing together. And over the last 3 years, we've been able to do that, and today, this is what you see as a result of, you know, just believing.
That's beautiful. I congratulate you on this new venture. I've had a taste before we came on, and it's really good, right? I ain't got too much more until we get off here, right?
True.
But so some grapes grow in the Bahamas, but not wine grapes. So how is this being made and bottled?
So what we did, one of the things that we looked at our first year was how we could be able to have grapes all year long.
Right.
Unfortunately, with the hurricane season and our climate, weren't able to do so. So we have the grapes grown in Italy, and then we have the juice bottled, shipped here to the Bahamas.
Awesome.
Then we age it here in the Bahamas, sell it, bottle it, all here in Nassau, just to make sure I have that Bahamian touch and the Bahamian experience. And after that, this is what you get.
So tell us about the different types of wines and flavors that you have here for us.
So I'm going to put this in the Bahamian way. You understand? Because there are lots of different ways for persons to be able to describe wine.
Yeah.
Now, for those that like it sweet, which seems to be like the most favorite right now, we have the Crimson Sweet Red.
tried that. That is definitely great.
Indeed, indeed. And it makes you feel like believing in yourself sometimes, you know?
I believe in myself right now.
Then we have the dry red, which is also a very popular dish. Now, you eat this with a lot of like steak, meat, etc., etc. Now, if you're getting out to the fish fry, or you can sit down and eat some conch salad, or you can do your thing, Bahamian style, you also try the dry white. Okay, or if you like to make pastas, you know we like the pastas, the fettuccinis. This is the perfect one for you.
Perfect.
Now, the semi-sweet here is one that I put for those who don't like it too sweet, those who don't like it too dry, and it's a blanc. And you know, it's been a favorite as well. We have 5 flavors. These are the first 4. And in about a month or so, you will see another flavor that will be.
We'll get another one coming out, fresh off the press.
Yeah.
So you seem very excited about your product. What is it about wine that excites you?
You know, just being able to be an entrepreneur in our country. I think it's a huge task, but to be able to see this come to life after so many years, and you know, having a really close relationship with Ronnie Butler and him saying to me that this is something that, you know, we needed to get into. You know, Bahamian creators needed to diversify and use their notoriety and influence to empower, encourage, and to create impact. And today I feel good knowing that, you know, I have something that can potentially outlive me and be an inspiration to other creators and entrepreneurs in our country. And to see the love and support from Bahamians here, it's gratifying, it's humbling, and it's more than I could ask for.
I don't know if it's the wine, buddy, but I believe. I believe. Right? So if I want to get a bottle of these, where any of your products, where are your wines available, and is there also delivery?
Yes, let me tell you what we're trying to get persons into. Okay, it's all about the delivery option. If you have Facebook, if you have Instagram, any social media platform, type in I Believe Wines. Now, we also have these at the Craigslist store, so you can also go to the corner there and get it. And soon you'll be able to get it at pretty much every liquor store or any spirit store in our country. You know, just keeping fingers crossed that some magical stuff happens, and we're looking really good. And for the most part, you can WhatsApp us at 468-3875. Send us your order and your location. I repeat, 468-3875. And we'll appear. So it's that easy.
We were talking a little bit before we came on about how in the lockdown scenario there were more people not leaving their homes, and you actually found that there was a big interest in the wine, and the delivery service was a really awesome way to move your product. And I commend you for adjusting to the times and using that strategy, because social media is an important platform. So go ahead.
Nah, I was just going to tell you was definitely we tried to find ways to just be present in the market. And I'm very close with the Alive team. As you can see, I'm a proud ambassador of Alive, and we were having some conversations, me and the marketing team, on what we could do to create further impact. And you know, believing is something that's you know, we all share the same mantra, I guess, at the end of the day. And they were like, listen, you should go ahead, you should push for this and try to find a way to introduce it to the market while persons were at home. And you know, as soon as persons were allowed to do the delivery option, our team and I came together, and you know, we made it happen, and there's a lot of love.
That's awesome. You got people spoiled now, so they probably ain't going to go to the store. They're going straight for the delivery.
You know,
you ain't complaining.
You just want people to be able to access, you
Yes,
know, and,
yes.
and at the end of the day, we have a culture here, and you know, for us, we want to set a new trend. When you eating conch salad, when you're eating conch fritters, you know, when you're eating any indigenous dish, you can drink, you know, some nice wine, and that's how it typically is globally. So it's just showing our Bahamian brothers and sisters now and the new generation what you can actually do with wine.
I believe.
And then you can listen to some Julian Believe music at the same time.
There you go, right? So tell us what's next, quickly, before we're done with our segment. What's next for Julian Believe?
Well, there's more music on the way.
Yes.
I'll let you know that right now, and tonight, today, I will be performing my new single, Junkanoo Love Story. And I just want to tell all the Bahamians out there and persons who are living in our country, stay motivated. A lot of my brothers and sisters, or our brothers and sisters, have been tremendously affected by, you know, COVID-19 and Dorian. And I just want to tell you, stay focused. And if you are in the downtown area today around 1 p.m., if you drive through the corner by Grey Cliff, Mario Carey Bahama Bars, Believe Wines, Central Supermarket. We will be providing meals for persons today. For the last 6 weeks we've been doing it, and we've given out about 20,000 meals, and we will do it today, and the goal is 6,000 meals. So I just want to tell persons, if you know someone that's affected by COVID-19, just come and have a hot meal, and let's just be our brothers and sisters keeper, man. That's
I love that. I believe. Julian,
too.
it's always good having you on the show. We're going to hear more from you later when you drop your new track for us. And thank you for joining us on Mountains at Sunrise. We'll be right back.
No problem.
Business in the Box is your solution for business from Cable Bahamas. It's an internet, voice, mobile, and advertising solution all in one place. Get reliable internet, free domestic call, and a live corporate package, and free TV ad placement, all starting with packages as low as $164 a month. You can save over $3,000 a year. Just call 601-8911. That's 601-8911. And ask for Business in a Box from Cable Bahamas Business Solutions. Terms and conditions apply.
Welcome back to the show. The Bahamas and the world economies have had a really tough time rebuilding the economies after the double dual threat of Hurricane Dorian and, of course, COVID-19 pandemic. Bahamas at Sunrise had the opportunity to sit and discuss this with Sir Franklin Wilson. Here's that story.
Welcome back. The back-to-back calamities of Hurricane Dorian and the COVID-19 pandemic have taken their toll on the Bahamian economy. With unemployment projected at 30%, many businesses shuttered, and tourism at a complete standstill, we need some bold decisions and directions to keep moving forward. Today, we speak with the renowned Bahamian business pioneer, Chairman of Focal Holdings Limited and Sunshine Holdings Limited, Sir Franklin Wilson, about the way forward. Thank you for joining us, sir.
My pleasure.
Sir Franklin, the entire global economy is in a free fall. Have you ever seen an economy like this?
Well, let me put it this way. Of course, there have been economic cycles, and let's not forget what happened to the world in 2000, in the late, around 2007, 8, 9, was pretty serious stuff as well. So I don't know how much value there is in saying how bad what was or whatever the case it was. What is different here is, in our particular case, while the global economy had COVID, the global economy didn't have COVID right after Dorian.
Agreed.
So we had Dorian and COVID, which made our situation worse than, say, America or a lot of other places in the world. And that's what's our real problem.
Do we understand here in New Providence the revenue impact that transpired from Dorian?
I believe the Bahamian people know very, very well I don't think when our leaders say this is the most serious natural disaster that ever affected us, I think Bahamians by and large accept that. Mind you, and it's not a crass thing to say, but in terms of value, the storm that hit New Providence was probably even more serious.
Okay, Matthew.
Yes,
Yeah.
because with the greatest amount of respect to Abaco, the fact of the matter is there's a lot more value on New Providence. So if one looks at this thing purely in financial terms, which I don't encourage anyone to do, but purely because of the loss of life, the level of loss of life in Abaco. But if for some morbid reason one would just look at dollars and cents, Matthew may have been more serious.
We talk about dollars and cents. Right now, we are talking about reopening our borders July 1st. And there are a lot of Bahamians who are in dire straits and are looking for any opportunity to generate revenue. There's a undercurrent going on where everyone is saying, what is the way forward? Are we in a position, Sir Franklin, to move forward without addressing some present-day realities that may exist in our country?
Well, I think we all recognize that we have to walk and chew gum at the same time. Okay. The fact of the matter is, yes, we have to address the health hazard. But on the other hand, we cannot be oblivious to the economic fallout. So there's a balancing act here. There's a balancing act here. How do we balance the reality of the pandemic along with the consequences of the economy? Now, given my background, I assume this invitation for me to speak was for me to address more the second of those two issues, yes, the financial side, in terms of the way forward. The fact of the matter is, I was speaking to a banker the other day, and he made a point that I think is so profound and relevant. Organizations and businesses which were in good shape before COVID, are likely to survive. Okay. Organizations and businesses which were really teetering before COVID, COVID has really made their reality a lot worse. The problem is there were a lot of businesses in that position. A second point that I make in terms of the way forward in this regard is COVID has changed what businesses are still necessary. See, the fact of the matter is you have a business model which was predicated on the old days.
The brick and mortar.
The brick and mortar, for example, okay? Yeah. Well, things have changed. So you got to think about whether or not that is still a good business. Yeah. Okay? And let me say something to you. It's not just a business. I'm not just talking about businesses. The COVID thing is affecting all organizations. Okay. Let me go to one to drive home the point in a way that has a human element to it. I just don't want to talk about money and things. Humanity, okay? I'm an Anglican. Okay. I am deeply concerned about for my Anglican church. Deeply concerned for it. It was predicated on a business model, the world for which has changed. The fact of the matter is, I was born in Ross Corner. From Ross Corner, I could have walked to St. Agnes. I could have walked to St. Barnabas. Shortly after that, the church in the Grove. The point I'm making is proximity to where people lived is what supported that business model. So we could walk to church for evensong. We could walk to church for sunrise services. That was the model.
And Mr. Wilson, you talk about the old model.
Yes.
We have to wrap up. What is the new model that you envision
Well,
helping our
the
country
point I'm making
move
to you is
forward?
this. The fact of the matter is, how many people live around all those churches I just named who still need all those churches?
Yeah.
Would the Anglican Church be better? And I'm making this point because I want all Anglicans. We need to face these issues. Would the Anglican Church post-COVID be better off on New Providence with 3, 4, 5 churches than the number we have today? These are questions when we talk about being bold, we have to ask.
And that spills over into the business.
And that spills over into the business thing. Everything is affected.
Yeah.
Everything is affected.
So Franklin, this segment wasn't long enough, sir. But we do thank you for joining us because you definitely started getting us to think about the new model going forward.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for being here.
Okay.
Thank you for joining Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be back.
Welcome back to the show. We're at the midway point of a TGI Friday edition of Bahamas at Sunrise. I'm Philip Simon.
And I am Mark. Wait, hold on. I think I had too much wine. Nah, that sip was good.
He's the MD.
I gone from sober to drunk to hangover in like 5 minutes. So believe it. This is the real deal right here.
It's the real deal.
Coffee is overrated. Wine is where it's at.
Yeah.
Right?
No doubt about it. This is wonderful. Julian is really doing a new thing, still doing. I wonder if he can still play ball though. He used to be a baller back in the day, but now he's definitely for really nice presentation. Love, I just love it.
And it's always good to see Bahamians venturing into entrepreneurial opportunities. And for something like this is a unique idea. It's creative, and it's a quality product. So we wish him all the best. I think the 4 of these are going to come with me at the end of the day. But look out for Believe Wines, right?
Believe Wines. Believe
will get you drunk.
All right, Julian, we did everything you said. Give us the money back. But interesting conversation as well with Sir Franklin. Obviously he's been around for a long time. He's been very successful in what he's done, and he's always kind of had his pulse on the economy, on business, and very poignant, very direct. And you have to kind of pay attention when somebody like him talks. And we got a long ways to go, and I think he's right. We can only do it together, right? We can only do it together.
I think it's a similar spirit that we talked about after Dorian, where it's through the collective that we'll get through this. And so I agree with that 100%.
Yeah, no doubt. And of course, really good conversation with Rodney Russell, president of the Iraqi Association. Come on, people, this weekend, let's be good.
Yes.
We want to keep the key open, right?
Yes. Wear your mask, social distance, be respectful to the rules. Come on, guys.
Yeah. But we've got more to come. We will be talking with Gandhi and Chef Edwin Johnson. Of course, he's got, big title now, but they're going to be here talking about Frankie Gone Bananas. Of course, Sapodil will be opening soon, but always looking forward to them coming on the show. Hopefully, we'll be eating this morning, a little something. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, we got a full treat this morning. So we got some wine. Then we're going to get some food, and then at the end, we're going to have Julian Believe come on to drop his new single for us. So there's a full show this morning, y'all, and we in charge interviewers. Charge them.
Technically, no.
Charge them. Charge them now. Right?
Yes.
But let's check in with Brother Godfrey again, and let's find out what's going on in the sky for the weekend, if we can be dry or dead bet.
Weather at Sunrise. Brought to you by Bahamas First. First in insurance. Today, tomorrow.
Thank you, Mark King, Boy, Mohammed. Your second look at weather sunrise, marked with dead weather all week. We'll try it this week, okay, for the weekend, just for Father's Day. Great. In your second look at weather, the tropics remain quiet and tropical storm formation expected during the next 5 days. On the local scene, that mid-upper level trough that created all the showers and thunderstorms, making it dead weather over the last week, is now moving towards the north, now over the central Florida area. So the extreme northwest part will encounter some of those showers and thunderstorms through the day, but we dry out as we go through the weekend. And for the most part, we'll have some showers from the afternoon hours, but we'll be stable. In your marine forecast, those winds today east to southeast to 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over areas. On Saturday again, east to southeast to 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over areas. On Sunday, those winds east to southeast at 10 knots or less, seas less than 3 feet over the northwest Bahamas, but 10 to 15 knots, sea 2 to 4 feet over the central and southeastern islands. Year tides. Just had a high tide 7 to 8 this morning. Your next low tide will be at 1:12 this afternoon. High gain this evening at 7:38. Sunset will be 8:02 this evening. Rises on 6:21. UV index 8. Your water temperature 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And your moon phase now moving towards the new moon. And as it is, the first day of summer starts tomorrow. So as you go to the weekend, high pressure builds across the islands. We're going to have partly sunny skies, hot and humid conditions, and those temperatures daytime will be in the upper 80s and nighttime in the mid to upper 70s. And we will have 1 or 2 showers by the afternoon hours. That puts a wrap on your final look at weather sunrise. I'm Godfrey Burnside. Back to you, Phil.
Thank you very much, Godfrey. Listen, I am so very excited this morning. I want to say good morning, Star. We are really missing you this morning on Bahamas at Sunrise, especially now that we have Gilligan Holdings in the house. We have Gandhi Pinder, VP of Marketing and PR, and the chef of all chefs, Mr. Edwin Johnson.
The chef.
The chef. What is that title? I got to get that title right. I know it's the chef. It's corporate chef.
Yes.
Corporate means that's overall.
Yes.
That's overall. Welcome back to the show. Good to see you.
It's always a pleasure to be here.
Yeah,
Always a pleasure.
loving this, man. Looking like a little kid, man. You're
corporate look.
Making it happen. Making it happen. Gandhi,
But
good
you
to
see
see
what
you.
thank you. Good to see you all as well. My family. Now, if you were bringing it back from Godfrey, you could have let me do that right.
I know I could have let you do that, but you know what? You're going to have your chance soon. You're gonna have this. Listen, this is looking really great. Frankie Gone Bananas, of course.
Yes.
We know it's open. We saw some of the, obviously promotions from last
Yes.
weekend.
Yes.
A couple of days into it. How's it going so far, though?
It's going great. It's going great. I mean, we opened up with really a lot of energy.
Yeah.
The staff is excited to get
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Brand new menus and a freshen look.
Brand new
Yes.
menus.
Yeah, brand new menus. And the staff, they were just so excited to get back to doing what they love
Yeah.
and offering that amazing service. And so, yes, a brand new menu. We have a grab-and-go menu. We're now offering curbside service as well because everyone is talking about the new normal. And we want to make things accessible. We want to make everything convenient for you. Sanitize. You may have seen Chef on the news taking people's temperature.
Yeah, I saw that. He's like, yeah, you too, Mr. Cameraman.
We're still encouraging people to wear their masks
Okay.
as much as possible. You have to eat. Some people are coming and taking it to go. Some people are joining us in the courtyard. We have the courtyard. We have the Frankie's patio. And then we have our old man Frankie's shot bar.
Which is very popular.
Oh, that's the
Yes.
one right there. Okay.
Yeah, so it's just absolutely beautiful. We encourage people to always follow us on social media. But I tried this
Listen.
Sandy Beach's
called a
lobster
Sandy Beaches.
wrap
Is
the
it?
other
Yes,
day.
yes.
It was so
Yes.
good.
Let me put this thing down. Chef, tell us what it is we got in the front here. You got everything here
yeah.
Okay.
except the spoon
Okay.
and the fork.
Okay, listen, you got our tropical tropical salad here, and the Bahamians couldn't wait until the key opened.
Jeez.
And
Foxy,
the salad bar was
I need a spoon or a fork.
Bahamians
Anyway, go on, sorry.
like conch salad and conch fritters.
So this is a tropical. Okay.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
This here is called Crazy Choice. You got a piece of macaroni, you got your chicken wings, and you can have a soup of the day. All packaged in one, ready to go. Okay.
So when you say ready to go, I mean, is this through an app or you just call as normal and then?
So yeah, you can call 323-0259, follow us on social media, or you can come and we'll prepare it for you, and then you can take it. So you can enjoy, have a drink or two, take in the vibes. We still have some version of live music happening or going on. We are open for now, Thursday, 3 p.m. until 7, and then Friday through Sunday. 11 a.m. until 7 p.m.
Okay.
And so July 1st, you'll see some things starting to change. It will be offering delivery coming soon. So we just invite everyone to stay connected.
Okay.
Yes.
Listen, this year, this is called Sandy Beaches. You can either come with French fries or nice gourmet grains. And what this is here, this is lobster meat. Lobster meat poached in cognac butter. I mean, really nice. And then wrap in the spinach tortillas. And here, of course, we got a popular snapper.
Listen, that snapper
I
really.
mean, pan-fried chocolate, pickled onions. A little spice in there.
Talk about what you say.
Okay.
And
of course,
so we have exciting salads as well too. And on our grab and go menu, the rum runners, and then you get a mixture of calamari, and then you have it with a rum sauce, a tartar sauce, and everything. And you have conch and the lobster and everything together. So it's like Frankie's is fun, flavor, great food, family.
What are the hours?
You know?
What are the hours? I mean, you got to excuse me. I'm sorry. You just keep on talking. Just keep on talking. Keep on talking. What are the hours?
Yeah, so like I said just a while ago, it's Thursday, 3 p.m. until 7 p.m. And then all weekend long, we're having a blast from 11 a.m. until 7 p.m.
Yes.
And then, so Frankie Gone Bananas, exciting things are happening. People are also asking about Sapadilla, and you know, that's indoor dining. So we're looking forward to creating those memories and lasting experiences with you, but of course in due time. And our weddings, our Sapadilla weddings, still going strong. Tamara, our wedding specialist, they are communicating with people and taking that. So we hope to be able to have those intimate weddings. Hey, look here, Phil, this is a good time, a good excuse to say I can only have 10 people to my wedding. I can only have 30 people to my wedding. So we're still making dreams come true, and we're very happy to do that. And then, of course, Bamboo Shack. All locations are open. Our drive-thrus are open. Bamboo Shack in the Hoffers Plaza, the grill house.
Yes, you've been there lately?
Absolutely.
Great.
Prince Charles out east, Southwest Plaza, Carmichael Road. All locations are serving dinners now. We're serving sandwiches again, open 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., Monday through Saturday. And, of course, our Bamboo Breakfast Shack is open as well, too.
Where's
Bamboo Shack.
That's on Soldier Road.
Breakfast Shack.
You gotta come down
Listen,
home.
I did the grill house. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I mean, listen, I passed one time and the line was kind of wrapped coming out onto Cable Beach. And then the second, but it moved.
It
right?
moves quickly.
It moves really quickly.
It moves quickly. We have an amazing team there. And so we're just excited for this new season and being able to deliver to our people. We're still offering an experience at every single location, but the sanitization practices, of course, our corporate chef, he is.
How has the adjustment been internally with staff and
Well, you know, we have a whole week of intensive training in regards to all the guidelines and the protocol as relates to that, and of course, introduction of our exciting menu.
Okay.
So everybody's really excited.
Everybody is
so
excited.
we're asking the families and friends to come down and let's party.
Because this Sunday is Father's Day. And so we have a Frankie's Feast. And one thing about our new menu, Frankie's Feast, because we have menu items very affordable, under $50, that can feed 4 to 6, a family of 4 to 6. So, you know, you got your lemon pepper chicken, and then you got the crab and rice, and then you have so many sides and options that you can put together with it. Yeah, so Father's Day is special to us, our menu special. So happy pre-Father's Day to you and to you.
Thank you.
And Shells and all.
Well, listen, you guys always do wonderful, excellent. I'm staring at this food. You know, I've been trying to keep it under control for the last several months. But listen, so good to have you back here in Bahamas. Sunrise.
Love yourself a little bit, Phil. Love yourself. You look good, though. You look rested.
You know? I was up early this morning. I was so excited to get back here. I don't know what Monday is going to hold, but it's really good to be back in studio because now we get to do these types of things in person.
Well, it's always a pleasure. It's always a pleasure.
It is, and to Joan and to Margaret and Suzette and Brenda, everybody, we love you all.
Yeah. Well, tell you what, Gandhi, you got the pleasure of throwing us to the break.
Oh, all right.
As I do.
We'll be back right after this commercial break.
One thing, two things, new thing, old things, things that are small, things that are grand, things that fit just right in the palm of your hand. Fox Hill Nursery, a large selection of garden supplies. If you can see it in your mind, you can find it at Fox Hill Nursery.
To help our friends in need. You can count on me, 'cause I can count on you.
Since 1967, Focal has been a vital part of the Grand Bahama community, providing high-quality products and great customer service. Today, we continue to work hard and remain focused on fueling growth for people throughout the Bahamas.
Business in the Box is your solution for business from Cable Bahamas. It's an internet, voice, mobile, and advertising solution all in one place. Get reliable internet, free domestic call, and a live corporate package, and free TV ad placement, all starting with packages as low as $164 a month. You can save over $3,000 a year. Just call 601-8911. That's 601-8911. And ask for Business in a Box from Cable Bahamas Business Solution. Terms and conditions apply.
So the kids are probably all getting cabin fever at this point of the lockdown. So how about we do some virtual field trips? Today on Adventures Online, we are going to visit 4 websites that offer wonderful virtual tours for the kids. First, head over to the San Diego Zoo at kids.sandiegozoo.org. Here you can watch live feeds of animals like Madagascar penguins, giraffes playing in the African plains habitat, and koala Joey from Australia. Go over to the story section and learn more about animals living at the zoo. Did you know that koalas are born the size of jelly beans? Take your time and explore all the animals featured. Another fun section on this site is games. Challenge your kids to a game of living legends. Next, take a trip to America's oldest national park, Yellowstone, which covers some 3,500 miles of Wyoming, Montana, and Idaho. I know you're going to love this because I have visited and camped at Yellowstone, and it is amazing. Go ahead and gaze at the Yellowstone Grand Canyon from Lookout Point. Experience the paint pots. Of course, you have got to see Old Faithful Gush. And enjoy the bliss of nature at first light. Marvel at the first steps of a baby bison calf. Journey through the many photos, videos, maps, and articles to learn about the rich heritage of Yellowstone National Park. Then, hop on over to the tundra at discoveryeducation.com and see what life is like for polar bears. Journey alongside Ursula as she raises her cubs in the wild.
Around Christmas, she did indeed give birth to at least 2 cubs. In March, she and her cubs emerged from the den. I couldn't help but feel excited at the thought of those adorable little polar bears exploring the world for the very first time.
This website has lots of fun virtual field trips. Learn how to unleash your inner scientist. Check out the cars of the future, or explore the world of agriculture. This site is designed with educators in mind and is packed with fabulous learning resources. Finally, travel the galaxies with a click of your mouse at Stellarium. Stellarium is an open source free software planetarium that can be used to learn about the night sky and is an observational aid for amateur astronomers. I decided I would go and explore Mars, the 4th planet from the Sun, the 2nd smallest planet in the solar system, which is often referred to as the red planet. Then I decided to take a nice slow orbit around the moon. Did you know that the moon is Earth's only natural satellite and that it is 30 times the diameter of Earth? Of course, I had to check on the constellations. Hydra is the largest of the 88 modern constellations. Pisces is located in the northern celestial hemisphere, and Sagittarius is the archer and is best viewed in the summer months. What's exciting is once you create a free account on Stellarium, you can log all your outer space treks. And be sure to check the calendar for upcoming celestial events. So now you have a few great resources to explore our world or others depending on how you feel. So go and have a grand adventure online. For Bahamas at Sunrise, this is Suzette Parker.
Business in the Box is your solution for business from Cable Bahamas. It's an internet, voice, mobile, and advertising solution all in one place. Get reliable internet, free domestic call, and a live corporate package, and free TV ad placement, all starting with packages as low as $164 a month. You can save over $3,000 a year. Just call 601-8911. That's 601-8911. And ask for Business in a Box from Cable Bahamas Business Solutions. Terms and conditions apply.
In the clearest waters, I wanna take you down now. You can just sing around now. Melody no can, sun kiss can. You can bring you with your friends. You can turn the mic down. You can turn the mic down a little bit. Alright, good. Everyone right now. Everyone right now. Oh, chunking up.
Welcome back to our fantastic Friday here at Bahamas at Sunrise. We still got our friend, our brother Julian Believe with us today. Julian, you know we never get tired of you, right?
No, of course not. I'm glad to be here.
Yes, we're always glad to have you here. We've had our wine, and now we're getting ready to talk to you a little bit about your music. But I've been seeing you on social media, on the internet, doing some musical performances along with the live. Tell us a little bit about that relationship and what you guys have been doing.
Well, as soon as COVID-19 hit, we wanted to keep the momentum going, and a lot of artists around the world were doing performances and stuff like that. So Live and I, and along with community and management, decided that we wanted to keep that momentum going. And, it went really well, and that led to the Liberty 45 plan. So it was all about getting people to know what else we got going on. And I'm really proud to be a part of the Liberty 45 plan. To me, it's one of my favorite plans. Is a prepaid plan for Bahamians, and it's 400 talk, 400 text, and 6 gigabytes of data. That's a lot of data. You understand? You can do a lot with the data. So I definitely want to shout out Alive, thank them for all the love and support, and all the persons who are on a prepaid plan right now. If you want to ban a prepaid plan, if you're going to believe in anything, believe in yourself and believe in Bass, brother. That's what I tell you, man. That's what it is.
So you got the mic in your hand, and earlier in our earlier segment, we were talking a bit about a new track that you had for us, so you're going to sing for us today. So tell us a little bit about what we're about to hear.
So over the last few years, it's been a lot of upbeat songs, a lot of partying songs, celebrating life. And as we transition, I wanted to find a way to humanize our culture and tie it into love and relationships. So this song is called Jungle Love Story, and it's a song that's designed to be that song that people play at weddings, anywhere in the Bahamas. Or when you think of a Bahamian theme wedding, it's you now have that song that represents us. Like a Maria Anyway type of song.
I like the sound of that.
And I missed the stage, so I couldn't wait to get there and perform today. You know what I mean? I don't know when I'll be back on the stage, but I'm just thrilled to represent our country and be able to do what I do every day. And I want to encourage persons, creators alike, musicians. It doesn't matter which career path you choose. Just push to be the best that you could be and go after your dreams, because you never know, it just might come true. You know?
Julian, man, I'm so proud of you. You've been my boy since childhood.
Yes,
we're looking forward to hearing you sing. Take it away. Jungle Love Story.
It's like my favorite song right now. Now switch it to the next one. I mean, I want to take them out of Jungle Lane too, but it's like another one right quick. We got a little bit of swag. Know what I mean?
Bad little lady, yeah, she be driving me crazy. When she looking down that and moving them lips like, come here, baby. I wanna take you down now. She wanna hit the town now. And then sun gets, you can bring you your friends. She legit bring them to take a kiss when we pull up in the whip. Yeah, I dip, you dip, we dip. Skirt, skirt, copping bells with one hand on the wheel while she loving doing oh. So grab a cup, fill it up, drink it down. Grab your babe, wind it waist to the ground. You already know the mood from the sound. That junkin' on, she got that junkin' on. 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 Man, little mama, you should come to the Bahamas. We got the rum is whatever you want, come and dip in the clearest waters. I wanna take you downtown. We can just swing around now. Melanin on tech, sun kissing. You can bring you and your friends. She legit bring the lipstick in the kiss when we pull up in the whip. Every one of them, let me tell you something. I need you to sing this first thing in the morning, in the middle of the day, at nighttime. If Junkin' to come again, you can say it one time. Let's go. She got that junkin'. She got that junkin'. I got that junkin'. Believe I got that junkin'. Now here at Bahamas at Sunrise, everything we do in grand style. And we always have a personality. We always have love. And to all of the Bahamian persons out there right now, everyone living in our country, we want to tell you to keep encouraged. We want to tell you to stay motivated, stay safe, practice social distancing, 6 feet apart, wash your hands, stay clean, celebrate your life, enjoy yourself. But most of all, believe in yourself. Now this one for the road. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. She got that junkin' on. She got that junkin' on. Believe got that junkin' on. We got that junkin' on. She got it. She got it. Whoa. Believe in best, yeah.
Julian, believe, my brother. Thank you so much. You got that what?
No problem.
The junkin'.
You got that junkin'. Listen, man, continue to do excellent things, man. Thank you for coming here on Bahamas at Sunrise. You got the wines. You still is the artist. I ain't so sure with the ball, but we'll find out at some point in time.
Basketball challenge, throw down.
If you know, you know.
You know. All right.
Phil versus Julian.
Well, listen, Mark.
Hey.
Thanks so much, man. Good to see you.
I'm here,
Monday?
guys.
Monday, we doing it?
Monday? Oh, Monday?
We doing it?
Monday.
All right.
Awesome.
Now listen, remember, if there's anything that you can do in life, you gotta believe. You understand? You gotta believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. These gifts are for you guys.
Thank you. Thank you
The
very much.
staff, thank you all so much.
All right.
And I want to let you know something. Believe in yourself. You believe in what you're doing. And that means you believe in best. My name is Julian Believe, representing right now.
Listen,
to the world.
we got to get in this pocket, but anyway, we can close the show right now. Listen, you guys have a wonderful weekend.
Yes.
Continue to be safe. We are in the midst of a pandemic.
You guys take care. I call him in sick today.